Okay, we're recording.
We are recording live.
And then you're going to live to Facebook on which page?
I'm going to do it on a page I manage on not your dad's.
Do it to dad's.
No, I'm not doing it to your dad's. Okay.
Which page is it?
Rabbi Jill Berkson Zimmerman.
Yeah, you're yelling.
Now it's live streaming.
No, it's not.
It's not. It hasn't gone live yet. Okay, so I can cross post this. No, I'm not going to cross post it.
Yeah, you do want to cross post.
To where?
To
It's only would let me cross post it to pages, not to my. Oh, you can do interactive. I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, so the title of this Facebook is, okay, what's this called?
Ask the you've requested, and your prayers have been answered. Ask the Rabbi with Rabbi Jill Zimmerman, and Josh is back.
And Josh.
And Josh is back.
Okay. Oh, I can share it to my groups.
Yeah, but don't do at Josh Aaron. Just say Josh is back.
I just said, okay, I'm going to go live right now.
Great.
Okay, so it is going to set up.
It says live on Facebook.
It does?
Well, in my corner it does. Let's see. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Hi, everybody.
Okay, so that means that eldest son?
Well, what should I say?
That's all you put?
Well, I did say
do the hashtag?
I did say crazy first, and then I deleted it.
But why wouldn't you tag yourself with at Rabbi Jill so people can do it? So just edit, go in and
streaming because I didn't do that. No, it's on Rabbi Jill page. We're on Rabbi Jill.
But you didn't do hashtag Ask the Rabbi. You just said Ask the Rabbi. Go onto your page. Welcome to all four people watching.
Hi, everybody. This is such a great. Okay, so Josh, are you a millennial? Are you a millennial?
When was I born?
1984.
Why are you pulling your ears?
I'm just making sure my earrings are on.
Hey, Vicky.
Are you a millennial? Are you a millennial?
Why don't you fix the post? Why don't you fix the post first?
Okay. How do you want me to fix it? What do you want me to say?
Hashtag Ask the Rabbi.
What do you mean hashtag? Oh, I did do hashtag.
No, you didn't. Vicky, please, you are a top fan. We really appreciate it.
Vicky, is Vicky there? Okay, I'm so glad she found it.
Yeah.
Vicky's one of my top fans. She's also in Hineni.
Please focus on.
It's okay. You want me to hashtag that? Okay. Edit post.
You see what I wrote?
No.
For mine?
No.
On mine.
Josh, guess what? I don't think that I can, okay, edit the post. Hang on.
Okay, here's the deal.
Okay. We're just getting set up.
Look what I just sent to you.
We're just getting set up here.
Check your chat that I just sent you. Nobody else can see.
Oh, you just sent me something? Okay.
Check the chat on Zoom.
It's already started. Okay. Okay, wait a minute.
So, Rabbi, when it says Rabbi, Hi, Barbie. What do you see where it says Rabbi Jill Brooks and Zimmerman?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what, got it. You want me to post that?
That's what
that's what I was asking. For all you millennials here, this is it's going to turn into something different, but right now it's how to help your mom with this. Because this is the first time I've ever done it's during this time.
And then Rabbi Jill Brooks and Zimmerman. Hi, is you should tag yourself.
I did. I tagged myself.
Why are you fake smiling?
I did tag myself. Everyone, oh, Tara, I'm so happy you're here. I was trying to tag you.
Why are you, Mom? Why are you? Did you where it says? Did you refresh it? What did you do?
Oh, wait a minute. Are we still on?
We're still on.
Okay.
But okay. During this, you didn't do it correctly, Mom. You didn't do it correctly. During this time where people are cooped up in their homes, at Rabbi Jill Brooks and Zimmerman.
By the way,
and Mom, we got to get this done. We've already been going for too long here.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Here we
People
go.
cooped up in their homes.
Josh, okay, sweetie, I think it's fine how I did it.
It's not.
Why? What's wrong? I already tagged myself as Jill Brooks and Zimmerman.
Did you do the hashtag?
I did do the hashtag. I just didn't do it where you wanted me.
Do you see what it says? At Jill Brooks and Zimmerman and I. Jill Brooks and Zimmerman and I decided. You sound like a total narcissist.
Okay, so here's the truth. Josh texted me this morning, woke me up. By the way.
No. But do you see what it says on the post?
Doesn't matter.
Mom, it says Jill Brooks and Zimmerman and I. You sound like you have two personalities.
Oh, I understand.
Which one of you understands?
Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
It does matter, Mom. All right.
Okay, hey, let it go. That's one of our questions too, about letting it go.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this even though it makes no sense. Turn on live. Okay, so are people, okay, let's see this. Are people, Mom, you pinned this friend you're going live. You have to unpin that. We should pin the video to be live.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Should I report this live video? Okay, so I can share this. Some posts may have, because of the privacy settings. Do you have privacy settings?
No. Okay, so I think people are probably getting tired already of I think we should.
No, Vicky just said she's getting a glass of wine.
Vicky, you had no idea what you were getting yourself into, did you? We haven't done these Facebook Lives in a while.
And then I'm going to share this to the mentor coach support group.
No mentor coach support group.
Too late.
I don't think so. Okay. So, Josh, were you going to do an introduction?
Give me a second.
Oh, I was going to I also need to share it to Twitter. Okay.
Thank you everyone for really,
Thank you everyone for your patience. This is, this is a new thing. I want to tell you everyone, I have been doing Facebook Lives by themselves. I've also
by yourself.
I'm just saying on my own with Josh, by myself, and also with Josh.
It was my idea.
And then I've also been teaching on Zoom for like 3 years, but now we're doing this experiment to do Facebook Live and Zoom together. That's
hello, Joe.
And that's why this is
Joe Wilde's here.
Joe. And so that's what this is. And because we haven't done it before, there's some like startup issues here. So
I'm framed well. You're cut off. Your head's cut off.
Is that better?
Sure.
Okay. So Josh, why don't you introduce this and you introduce us. You introduce the situation, and I'm trying to figure out how to put this on Twitter, but
obviously.
What do you have there? We're already.
It's my trusty menorah.
Yeah.
Just in case I get a little insecure, I can just hold this little gem.
Your menorah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna go look for my cross right now. Okay, so everybody, welcome to Facebook Live Ask the Rabbi. We haven't done this in around 2 years. It stopped because my mom did not think it was branded so well. I got a thumbs up. So what we're going to need to do is, Josh, you've given me so much needed laughter. Sandy, thank you so much. So this is what we're going to be doing. And that is, we are going to be answering questions from the rabbi. Raise your hand. Okay, good, got it. Right. And the son.
Okay.
And I'm giving my intro.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Beth Newkirk joined. Hey, Beth. So I'm able to actually be seen, being able to watch the chat going on. My mom, as you can see, is not paying attention because she's on Twitter. True? False? So we're going to play a game.
Not tell me
every time you lie,
everywhere?
Ask the rabbi. This should be like, every time you lie, or maybe you're not as truthful as you should be, you should take a drink. I need to see some thumbs up and some hearts in the chat if they agree. But what we're going to do is, this is really going to be about helping everybody who is, got a thumbs up and a heart, you know, helping people feel that they're more connected in this time where the coronavirus and any other virus, as paranoid Jews, everything's going to infect us. So
not everyone's Jewish here, too, Josh.
Everyone. We welcome
we welcome everyone.
My menorah and I welcome you, all of us. So we're going to be fielding questions, hopefully giving you some laughs. And if you have questions, put them in the comments. If you want to share this to other people, go ahead.
You're going to tell them how to share?
I think people know how to do that.
Okay, well, if you don't know how to share, put it in the chat, because Josh.
Okay, so here's the deal. Since I thought people know how to share and you want to do this, go, Josh, are you seeing my text? Now I am, because I'm reading them. What are you saying to me, Tara?
Oh, maybe.
Just got sound back.
Oh, the sound wasn't on.
Can everyone hear me? If you can, just thumbs, hearts, things in the comments so we can see that this is correct.
Yeah, Tara, we see your text. I just want to.
Tara, we see and we hear you.
Josh, okay. Jim can hear, and Beth Newkirk is here.
I know. I said hi to Beth. You were too busy tweeting.
I'm sorry. I was busy posting on Twitter.
Oh, we're getting thumbs and everything. Great. Thank you.
Great. Okay.
Okay. So with that being said, we want to know where everyone's from. So in the chat, just want to make, we got you, Tara. We're there. Audio is off on Facebook by default. That is right. Okay, so what we need to say is people have to turn on their well, I'm just going to forget it. Anyway, Jen Johnson, Jen, hello, welcome to everybody.
Nelson.
Um,
Oh.
we are out of sync. That's going to be okay. That's our lives. There are worse
Yeah,
things
you know
in the
what? That's a
world.
really good metaphor.
What?
That's being out of sync when things are so changing and unknown and new technology. We're all out of sync. That's part of what's going on right now. That was a
Okay.
spiritual teaching, Josh.
I'm not paying for it.
Okay, so I did collect some. There's Jen Johnson. Okay, Vicky's got her wine. Okay. So,
By the way, I highly encourage everybody to be drinking, if you can, during this. My mom is already 3 shots into Jägermeister.
Okay, this is tea. This is tea. See, okay, so just want everyone to know, before we went on, I said to Josh that we needed a signal in case he was going to say crazy things. He likes doing that. So like, good Bo is there. Like, I'm not drinking. So, but he likes to tease that I am. All right, so Josh, we decided, Josh texted me this morning and said, Mom, we should do a Facebook Live. And I thought that was great. I asked
What time did I text you?
I don't know, like, I don't know, you woke me up by the way. But in any case, it was a good idea. And so I asked on both Facebook and Twitter in my communities, what are the questions that you have? And really since last week, I have been fielding questions from people about kind of how to walk through this difficult time that we're in. And so, Josh, I sent Josh some of the questions that people asked. Do you want to start? Or
Sure.
did you ask people where they're from?
Yeah, nobody listened.
Nobody's paying attention. Okay. That's all right.
Josh, just let Josh be Josh Parrington. That's not, Vicky, I'm not Josh Parrington. So I'm not.
Just let Josh be Josh. It's okay.
No, but Josh Parrington,
Okay.
I'm not Josh.
That's all right. So.
I just don't want Josh Parrington to get in trouble for the things that I'm going to say.
Josh Parrington?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, okay. So would you like to begin with the question, Josh? Ask the rabbi.
I actually am thirsty, so I'll be right back. Oh, what's going on? Don't touch your face. Did you go wash your hands?
Okay, I'm using a Kleenex.
But you touched your face.
No, I didn't. I used my own self.
Right.
I wanted to get a Kleenex. I got a Kleenex. I flew into the Kleenex.
Right.
Why do I need to wash my hands?
Listen, Ben Carson, what you got to do. Okay, you did that. All right, good. Right.
Go. Okay.
So what you need to do is go Purell. Does anyone, Dad, do you have any Purell? Dad? Purell?
Okay. We are so prepared here. Number 1.
Okay, do that, please.
Okay. Seriously,
because
it's just me here.
Not with your hands. That's not good for your hands.
Okay, how am I supposed?
You don't have Purell?
I do, but okay, yeah. There is Purell right here.
Get it up. Get it up. Let's get this going. With Clorox?
Well,
why don't you just eat a Tide Pod don't eat a Tide Pod. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
Supposed to let it dry too before you touch anything. So
Jen, the kids are cracking up over this. All right, well, I want to know where everyone is from, and then we can start. We're doing exercises. We're gonna warm up here. This is the Purell dance, hand dance. This is the Purell. What is this? What is this? What is this?
Drying my hands, Josh, because
we're changing it up. Now we're doing this.
On the TV, then it said, when you do your Purell, you shouldn't just like do it and then you have to wait
and forget it.
Air dry. That's what I was doing. All right.
What's on your face?
Everyone should
Hey,
know.
hey, what's
What?
on your, you got something right there.
No, no, no. Don't do that.
Oh, oh, you got me. Okay, keep it going.
He's actually leaving. Okay, let me just say before, by the way, if you notice that green Afghan in the picture on Josh's couch, who made
I
that?
bought it. I bought it from a villager when I was in Namibia.
Who bought that for you? Who not bought? Who made that for you, Josh?
I believe her name was Sarah.
Yeah, I made it. It took months and months and months. It was a complete labor of love when you were in college.
It's fallen apart.
Okay, but it still works, right? Okay, so let's continue.
Oh yes, so questions.
Yeah.
So you can put questions down here in the chat. Wow, we're getting lots of pip pops and biddly bops on the screen. Love it.
Okay.
But what I would like is for people to, oh gosh, I have to find how
Ask
to get.
questions. You can ask questions. I mean, we're going to do some of the questions, and we're not going to be on forever, Josh. So giddy up.
What? Beth Newkirk.
Giddy up
Okay.
with the questions.
Okay, so time for your mom to repair it. That's right, Vicky. Time for her to repair
Thanks,
it.
Vicky. Just like what I have a million hours to do. Okay. You can send it to Vicky. All right. Anyway.
Vicky, that's called passive aggressiveness, rabbi style.
That's good. Okay, go ahead.
We are on Zoom. We are not sponsored by Zoom, but I would like to thank Zoom for making this possible.
This is what I mean. Why there was so much of a technological thing is that we're on Zoom and Facebook Live because Josh, my wonderful son, figured out how to do that integration. So
and eldest.
This is the inaugural Facebook Live Zoom that we've done. So, okay, here's Amanda Sisman.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Go ahead.
So the other thing that what we can do is, again, nobody's listening. Please comment where you're from so we know where you are. That would be helpful.
Okay, so let's go, Josh. Let's start.
All right. Oh, so you need, what do you need, Mom? You need.
Yeah. You were going to ask me one of the questions.
Oh, I need to find those questions now. Okay, so the other thing is that if you guys are interested in joining in the Zoom, right? In the actual Zoom, you get to come on with us. There are a few things that you're going to have to do.
No, no one's joining in the Zoom, Josh. We're not joining in the Zoom. No, let's just we're not joining the Zoom. So let's start with the.
So, okay, the first question. These are all anonymous. Beth Newkirk, Seattle area, Issaquah, Washington. Thank you, Beth, for listening. Okay, Charlotte. Great. Thank you, Vicky. All right, so somebody said, have a lot of anxiety attacks. Stepped up now. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Marilyn.
Wait, Josh, wait. You asked the question. You're now mixing it up with people's names. That question.
People are actually listening.
Okay. Should
I actually put it in here? Okay. Jim Nelson, Renee wants to know, what is the first thing Rabbi Jill Berkson Zimmerman does to calm a worried mind when thoughts of the pandemic cause stress? Drinking. Yes. Next question.
So, let me first answer the question about the anxiety, and then I'm going to answer Renee's question, which is fantastic, and they're related. So someone wrote me on Twitter that they kind of live with a level of anxiety, but that since this whole pandemic situation has happened, they are now regularly having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and they want to know what to do. So I want to respond to that and say that A regular level of anxiety is completely normal right now because we are in very uncertain times. And in uncertain times, you know, our brains like to know what's next. We like to know what the answers are. And we're in a time in which we're not sure what the answer. We're dealing with an invisible virus. And that just brings up, I touched my face. Okay.
Purell. Time to Purell.
Well,
All right, I want everybody doing the Purell dance.
why would I have to
We're gonna do.
Purell? I
We're
don't
gonna
have
do
to
the Purell dance.
Okay. Okay. Your dad says.
Well, we're getting scolded.
Yeah,
But I want to
but
right. But
finish
people are finding Edith is here. Sheldon is here. If you guys are finding this funny, give us some hearts in the set. If you aren't, do the like sad face or angry, so we just know, because my dad's a little bit biased and doesn't think.
So there is a level of just like normal anxiety, okay? And for those kinds of situations, I have a few specific recommendations. Number one is that if it is at a level that is hard for you to manage, figure out what is causing the anxiety. It may be watching the news all the time. It may be reading endless amounts of articles and newspaper. It may be talking to someone in your family on the phone.
That was a direct shot, not across the bow, right into me. It may be talking to some of your family members.
I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking, to be honest, I wasn't talking about you. Some people I know have family members that are so, talking to them creates so much anxiety. And so number one is to, if you feel that those are the kinds of things that are within your control to do, turn off the news. You don't have to turn it off forever, but turn it off, go for a walk, listen to music, read a book, do a meditation. So step away from the anxiety causing. Don't call that family member. I'm not answering your question right this second. Josh, I see that you've raised
you sound like our president. Not right now.
So there are things within your control. You can stop media for a day, 2 days. So do that. And the other thing is that to make a list right now, or when we're done on the video, of what are 3 things that you know bring you calm, joy, laughter, happiness. So those can be like on a Post-it note that you can go to. So
I'd like everyone to write them in the chat.
So for example, that's a great idea, Josh.
I know it is.
Whether that is going for a walk, watching a funny movie, Seinfeld, any
Talking to us.
These, whatever makes you feel good, because it is within our power to shift our consciousness. Then the other thing I want to say, though, is that I know that, anxiety is not anything to laugh about. There is a difference between kind of regular anxiety that most of us feel in situations like we're in right now, and anxiety that can spiral out of control when you have real panic attacks, real anxiety. That may be a time in which you need to bump it up and call your therapist. See if you have on medication, take your medication, maybe
talk to a coach.
Medication, talk to a coach. Get help on anxiety that feels like it spirals out of control. Can I respond to
No, because I have something to say to that.
Oh, you do? Okay, good.
Yeah. So thank you. We have a lot of actually really great people in here that are talking. We have Tom Martin from the UK. Tom is one of the top SEO experts on YouTube and everything.
That has a great question. Okay, good.
But the other thing is what we're doing right now, right? We're having as much contact as possible through Zoom, through FaceTime, through chat. And that is one of the biggest things to help calm anxiety and
Yeah.
calm different nervousness is connecting with the people that we love and that are friends and being able to not be so isolated. Which brings us to the question that Beth Newkirk put out there, which she
Yeah.
goes, I'm so bored. There's so many tasks I should be doing. Instead, I'm looking at Facebook. How do I motivate? Now, Beth, that is a great question. Now, you're getting two different options here. So calm it, Rabbi, calm it.
So answer that question.
You have a rabbi here and a life coach here, and then off camera, I'm going to point through the screen past my mom to my dad, is the original life coach.
And there's
so
there's a squirrel here.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that can't really help you. So you can find different ways to deal with this. But Beth, to answer your question, Mom, do you want to take that?
I do.
And do you want to make it concise?
Okay, concise is not something I'm great at, but I am gonna, but since this is Ask the Rabbi, I'm gonna answer that question. So there is a wide spectrum of responses right now. On the one hand are people who are, like you're saying, Beth, are bored. You have all of a sudden too much time on your hand and too much time on your hands, and you're not sure what to do. And so I have one response for that end of the spectrum. On the other end of the spectrum, well, I'll talk about that in a second. So if you're in the spectrum of too much time on your hands and you're looking for things to do, I want to recommend that you take a moment and think about what are some of the things that you have always wanted to discover. Perhaps it's taking an art class. There's so much available online. I wrote a post and it's on my blog, on my website, about how to use this time creatively. And so there's a website called Skillshare, which has a 2 months free membership. And there are people who are teaching all kinds of art classes, photography, painting, writing, journaling, etc., but real professionals who are sharing their skills. So see if you can find a way to make this time productive in that way. Another thing that I have heard is that I heard this from people who are in the disabled community who are used to having a ton of time on their hands. And it says they say to take one area a day that you want to declutter, or one thing that you want to do. So there's someone in my Hineni group who said that she took the time to take all the handouts from Hineni. So there's like a ton of handouts and they're all fabulous and multi-page.
Selfless plug.
And she put them in a notebook. And she'd been wanting to do that for a while. So are there things that you've been wanting to do for a while that you could do right now?
That's not the question, though.
What's the question?
The question is, she's saying there's tasks I should be doing.
Okay.
How do I motivate? Right. So that is.
Let me answer that on the other end of the spectrum. One of my colleagues, one of my best friends, Rabbi Rachel Timoner, I was on a clergy webinar with her yesterday, and one of the things that she mentioned is that it is so possible to take our busyness, our normal, having everything scheduled, and now that it's not going out anymore, it's possible to actually do that online, and it's enough to make you crazy, okay? It is possible to be doing online stuff all the time. And not only did Rabbi Timoner say, number one, this is a time to explore doing less. In addition to that, I would say this is a time to be really hugely kind to ourselves, so that if you're exhausted, sleep. If you feel like scrolling Twitter or Instagram, do that. And
Nope, I disagree.
see if you can notice in your own self, are you doing those things? For what purpose are you doing those things? And that I just want you to give yourself permission to, number one, either do nothing, number two, do less, but with an attitude of loving kindness, chesed, to, which is the Hebrew word for loving kindness, to your own self, because it's unknown territory. That's how I would respond.
So I'm going to respond to that as well. Beth, you know, what you said again, and I'll just repeat it, is there are so many tasks you should be doing. Instead, you're looking at Facebook. How do you motivate? Well, the question is, what I'm hearing is could and should. And the first thing I would say is stop beating yourself up. You could be doing this, you should be doing this, but what do you want to be doing? And if it is Facebook, that's one thing, but that is not a healthy environment to live in. So I would say take one thing at a time. What is a daily action that you can do that to help hold yourself accountable to keep into in routines? So, for example, one of the things to help keep everyone constant during this time is having a ritual in the morning, waking up at a certain time, going to eat breakfast at a certain time, making sure you're getting dressed for work, going for a walk, having these things in a as regimented as possible, and then having a daily action that you want to do is going to really help lower the anxiety and take the woulds and shoulds and coulds and sort of take and calm that inner critic and just do one thing and then go back to it. So we have a lot of questions and a lot of people who have jumped in.
I do want to respond to what Renee asked about because I had and her question was before, what's the first thing I do to calm a worried mind when thoughts of the pandemic cause stress? So I'll tell you something that I've been doing a lot, which is so simple and hard to forget, which is to breathe, to just simply remember to breathe. And being able to find your breath, to catch your breath, to take one full deep breath in and exhale slowly. Do 3 mindful breaths is all it takes to kind of cut the immediate circuit in our brain of the anxiety, to just giving some space. So you want to put some space around that anxiety. And I think the most simple and best way to do it right now is simply to breathe. You can put a little Post-it note up that says breathe, and then change the color of the Post-it every other day so that so you don't get oblivious to it. I recorded a 10-minute breathing video that I am going to post hopefully today on my blog.
Where can people find that?
ravjill.com/blog. Are you saying that I need to spell it?
I am.
Can I just okay?
So okay. So here's the thing. For people who are new to this is an old tradition that we've had. And my mom is really great at call signs. You know, and if you don't know what call signs are, look them up. Somebody Google it, put it in the chat. But this is something that we are going to bring back. You can't look up your call signs, Mom. So you can't look them up.
Okay.
Okay. So people need to go to ravjill.com/blog. So spell it out, call signs. Here we go.
Okay. So you mean by call signs, like you have to say a word that equals the letter? Does everyone know what a call sign is? Because I didn't know.
We're getting a lot of thumbs up here. So yes.
Okay. So R is in rabbit.
Okay.
A is in apple.
Okay.
V as in victory.
These are all coming back. These are all the same ones.
J as in joke. I as in igloo. L as in lunatic. L as in lollipop. Dot, like the period. C as in cello. O as in open. M as in monkey. / B as in.
What is / what?
/
Okay, yeah.
B as in bucket. L as in licorice. O as in opera. G as in generous. Okay, how'd I do?
Well, I don't think you did that great. Because let's just go over this. Okay,
The thing is, I forget.
Okay, so Rav Jill, right? So you said.
Yeah, guess what? Vicky wrote, which is true, that Jim already wrote it down, or maybe you did, Josh. You put
that's right. So just question. So R you did for what? R was what?
Rabbit.
Okay, so the correct answer is Romeo.
Romeo?
Romeo. R as in Romeo. That's why you say the call sign. You're like, Romeo? Yes. R as in Romeo. Okay. You did A. What did you do for A?
Apple.
Apple. Alpha. Answer's in alpha.
You know, let's go back into that. Let's go back to the question.
All right. Let's jump back to it.
Okay. So that next question is a really good one about letting go.
What do you think of the idea of letting, let go and let, it says let go and let God.
Yeah. Okay, so someone asked me that on Twitter. You know, that's not really a Jewish way of thinking. Okay, let go and let God. So it kind of threw me a little bit, because I'll tell you what, the Jewish perspective, at least my understanding of the Jewish perspective, is that we're in a relationship, partnership with God. So it's not like two separate things. And it isn't like saying, so we are responsible for doing what we can do as human beings, with the recognition that we are not in complete and total control. So being able to hold both the fact that I'm not just going to give up and say, well, God's going to take care of it without any effort of my own. That's not something that as Jews, we think about it like that. We're supposed to do what we can do. And then we also realize that there's a lot that we don't control. There is, at least I believe, there are other forces, a force at work in which.
You okay?
Yeah, there's forces at work in which are unknown to us. So serendipity, someone calls, that, you know, someone reaches out to you, that you may call that, oh, what a serendipitous thing that was, or you may say that's God's way of reaching out. So however you hold it is one thing, but I guess when I hear that term, let go and let God, I have found that it is a way to really, it can be a way to release our own responsibility for doing what we can do. On the other hand, when you have done all that you can do, then there is an acceptance of, I've done all that I can do, I've worked as hard as I can, I've controlled as much as possible, and then you do need to let go and accept what is. So I hope that makes sense. And I'd be interested in, okay, so Tara writes, let go and let God is very 12-step. Yeah, so I thought that it's not coming from, I'd be interested for people who are Jewish within 12-step or people that are not Jewish, of what that means to you and how that might apply to the situation.
Vicky said she can't buy into that. And that's totally fine. Vicky, you got to find what's right for you, right? You got to find your own fit. That's a great suggestion, right, Mom? That you've.
Oh, everyone has to find their own path. There is no, when we're in the realm of religion and spirituality, if anyone tells you that they have the answer, walk the other way. It is so important. It is so
6 feet difference.
Yeah, to find spiritual teachers, people that guide you to that, to the understanding and the core within your own self, so that you can listen to the still small voice. Someone says something that doesn't work for you, let it go. You let that go.
Right?
Are there other questions?
That's great. She actually knows what works for her. Vicky, put it in the chat if you want to share, see what if it resonates with anyone else, if it works for them. But again, this is supposed to be a very interactive conversation that we're having. It is Ask the Rabbi, but it is also helping everybody that is watching this and with supporting each other. So, do you want to take a break? Something going on, Mom?
Well, Bo wanted to come in, so.
Well, let him come in. Live his life.
And then the gate was locked.
Got it.
But,
so
know, this is 45 minutes, so I think this is like a good amount of time. We could do it again another day.
We could talk or not talk for hours.
we could talk or not talk for hours. Eli, he's got something that is in his mouth. He's eating like a mushroom or something.
Oh, he's gonna get high.
No. Oh, he's got a bone. All right. Okay.
So let's just pivot here a little bit. I know it goes by really quickly. In the comments, because I think there's some people watching. Okay, I'm getting thumbs up, hearts, this and that.
Okay.
This is the speed round.
Susan's here from the East Coast. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Here's the speed round.
If anyone has any other questions, or if you do have questions, please write them, and we can, I can do another Ask the Rabbi. If Josh wants to do it with me, that would be. No?
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why wouldn't you?
Because we got to have a little bit more fun here.
Okay. I think we've had a lot of fun.
I think this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
So here's a question. I have a question for you, Mom.
All right. I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So it was Dad's birthday last week.
Yeah.
And I'm around an hour away from you.
Yeah.
And we decided that I should not come down.
Yeah.
Which was hard, right? I wanted to celebrate with you guys.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying this, I'm seeing the comments saying you guys make a great comedy duo, and we do need fun and laughter. So thank you, both of you. But it was the right thing to do to make sure that we all stay healthy and safe and distance, and making sure that although I am younger, I can still get sick, and I can also pass it on to my parents that I don't want to do. If I said I wanted to do it, we'd have a much bigger problem. And I think it's important that you know, I'm seeing in the chat that it is
The video, someone said the
you know,
video stopped.
oh, video, the broadcast has been paused. It should resume shortly.
Okay.
Maybe it's your internet. Let's see if it comes back. Oh, let's see.
Did it come back?
Yes, it's back. We're back. We're back.
We're back. We're back. And we're back.
We're back. And we're back. So what I was saying was that it is important to have that laughter, important to have fun. And that's why my mom and I decided to do this, was we needed to get some laughter out there. My mom and I needed to have some fun, and we needed to make sure that this was able to be helpful to everybody that is watching. We do have some resources for you, not only us, but us together. But you can head over to my mom's website. You can sign up for some of her classes. You can head over and check out Creator Coach, which is my website. If you need a coach that is amazing and is phenomenal, other than myself, my dad, Eli. You can email him.
Family operation.
This is a family operation. Reach out.
All self-employed, by the way.
All business owners. And so what is important is that we wanted to make sure that we are giving back to everybody who's watching and making people laugh and having that community. And we really want to encourage everybody else to reach out to people that they love and do what I call an ambush call. You just FaceTime someone. Don't know, you just bam, do it. It's going to make their day, or they may not pick up, and then you know where you stand in their life. Daniel wrote and said, "Let go, let God." Oh, yes, go ahead.
Josh, I wanted to respond to what you said about your dad's birthday. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can I?
You have 5 seconds.
Okay. So the thing about your dad's birthday, that was a really, really hard decision. And we actually suggested that you not come, because we were at this time of not really knowing where things stood. I happen to be immunocompromised. And so, immunocompromised. And so there was, at that time, which I think is true now, you could have been a carrier without knowing that you were a carrier. And if you get it at that time, it would have been the virus. You have a much greater possibility of healing it from it than I would if I got it, the virus. So the thing that, and you were totally understanding about it, and it was sad. We ended up, actually, your dad and I we did
the best birthday ever.
We had a great birthday. No, you know what? I was trying to remember what we did, because, you know, it was a week ago. That was like, that's a long time to remember. I think what did we do? It was sorry, it was 4 days ago. Anyway, we did some fun stuff. We watched a movie, but we made it work. The thing I want to say about it is another thing that I learned from a clergy friend of mine, Rabbi Joshua Lesser. He talked about
You Jewish?
grieving the small things. Like and having that be okay. We're in a time in which even the little things like are difficult to do, and you may feel, oh, it's ridiculous, but it's not ridiculous to take time to grieve the small things, like not being able to celebrate birthdays together. Or I've heard people talk about how sad it is for them that they can't go and see their grandchildren right now. Those are little things and big things to grieve. And so to give yourself permission to be where you are and acknowledge that these even little things are hard. and painful. So thanks for being so understanding, and we'll do another celebration of your dad when we can all be together.
Yeah. So I think the other big thing is cut yourself a break.
Wait, can I write that down? Are you
Yeah,
saying
go ahead.
that
It's recorded on Facebook
does that
for
apply to
billions of
me?
people to see.
You never cut me a break.
I'm not telling you to cut. I'm not telling you to cut you. I'm not cutting you a break.
You said everyone heard you. Cut yourself a break. That's what
Right. That's cutting yourself a break, not me cutting you a break.
Okay. Anyway.
That is it is so important right now to have community, to have friends. If you don't have friends, that's a bigger situation. But what you can do is you can there are so many people to reach out to. What Daniel said, just circling right back, is he goes, let go and let God. To add some context to this, when someone hurts us, right, Beth? When someone hurts us and those bitter feelings still remain, how does one forgive? The let go and let God does relieve some pain. I have a great answer for you, Daniel. Self-isolation, great time to reflect.
Yeah, but I think what Daniel is saying, Josh, is that it works for him. And so going back, that idea of let go, let God works for him. And like I was saying before, is that whatever works for you, if that helps heal some of the pain, that's fabulous. And if it doesn't work for you, then that's fine too. Every one of us finds our own way. So
Vicky says one does not have to forgive.
right.
We're
That's another Facebook Live, okay?
That is another one. So listen, if you have questions, if you have watched this through the whole thing, thank you. Please stay safe. Please stay indoors. Please do not be greedy and go out and do anything that would. What are you looking at me like horrified?
Okay, because us boomer and uptight people have been.
Oh, we lost. Oh, okay, we're back. It's right. Buffering.
Us boomer people. Yeah. You don't have to tell us to stay in, okay?
No, we do.
You people. It's you people. The generations, whatever you are. The millennials.
Whatever we are.
Whatever. The people at the
What
beach.
do we need to do?
You need to stay the.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
Right now.
No, I dare you. No, I double rabbi dare you. I double rabbi dare you.
Not doing it. Just
stay okay.
Like stay home. Just stay home.
Stay home. Right.
Tell your own people.
It is.
Tell your own people over there. Tell your own people. You're
not a great way to bring a community together. Go tell your own people. Go do your own thing.
Don't tell us, okay?
Tell your own people.
Okay.
If you learned anything, tell your own people. That's what you've learned.
Like, she's actually going to put my lipstick on in public. Okay. Skillshare. Tier asked about it. SKILL.
We're doing some spelling again.
No, I'm not doing
it. Here we go. You got to. We got to end on that. We got to end on that.
SKILLSHARE.com. I've been taking an iPad lettering course.
Okay, Skillshare.
He doesn't want to hear about what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay. Oh, we listened to this. Catherine Kerr just came in. Julie Warner Manley came in.
Hi, Catherine.
So you both are giving me
These are my peeps. These are my peeps. Comfort, Texas. What a great place to live. You know what? If I were going to choose a place, a name, I'm not saying I would live in Comfort, Texas necessarily. It's not that I wouldn't live there. But if I had to choose the name of a town, I would choose Comfort as the name of a town. What a great thing, Catherine.
I would, what I would choose?
What?
Quarantine, Texas.
Hey, Josh, can you spell quarantine?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you want me to do the call letters
Yeah,
too
I do.
correctly?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. How much would you
And
like
then
to? How much do you want to bet?
we'll end on that.
How much?
It's not
How
just
much do
going to
you?
be like a whole like rabbi spiritual thing.
Oh,
And
you mean it's all about you? We should change. We needed to change. Not ask the rabbi. It's all about the rabbi.
okay, all right, okay. Go ahead. Quarantine.
All right. You want me to? You really want me to do this? Because
Yeah,
if you
go
do
ahead.
that, then you have to do your own.
No, go ahead. We'll end on that.
On what?
No, actually, you know what? I'm going to end with a blessing. We're not going to do
Oh,
quarantine.
corn what?
Said quarantine.
Right. That's a different one.
So,
Q is in Q. UAR. ANTINE. Quarantine.
I'm super impressed with you.
How impressed. Will you send me a $10 Starbucks card?
Let me think about it. Let me think about it.
That was a silent, you know what we call that, people? We call that a silent lie.
Okay.
Because it happened like this.
My blessing, may all of you find a place within that is centered, that is connected, that is grounded. There is a place of light that you can go to anytime you feel despair or anxiety or fear. That you take a breath into that place. May it become easier and easier to find that place. And may you find laughter and joy, even in the midst of challenge and I was going to say disorientation, but I don't know if that's a real word.
It's Bella.
So may you be safe. May you be comfortable. May you be kind. And may you be filled with love. Amen.
Can we get some amens? Amen.
Amen.
Oh no. We can let's just end on a good note.
Amen. 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 So Josh, thanks for doing this with me. Thank you everyone for being here. And if you are interested in us doing more of these, let us know in the chat, or you can email me or write me. So thank you everyone.
If people want to email you, what's your email?
I'm sorry my blessing was like a little off because I was distracted by you looking at me. I was distracted.
Wait, you're telling me I distracted you from your blessing?
Yeah, you did. So
okay, I accept your apology.
I'll do a better blessing next time.
Without me?
You can go to my website and find my email. So I'm not saying it. I'm not spelling it. It's everywhere. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Talk to you later.